Hello, Matt here with Pendley's Plentiful Pets, Arizona Fish Rescue. This is Kiki, one of our customers, amazing little kitty cat. We're here with a 65-gallon tall fish tank in Kingman, Arizona. We're going to clean this fish tank. One of our regulars, we come in here, take care of the algae, pull the decor out, clean the inside, clean the outside, clean the filter pads, replace the filter pads if they need it, clean these sponge filters, which it looks like they ripped out one of the air lines on one of these sponge filters. Good old cichlids, don't we love them? So we're going to get at it, y'all. I have an assistant here with me, my lady Adriana, and my camera girl Raven. Alrighty, I think we're gonna get at it. So the first thing we're gonna do is pretty much shut everything down and start pulling everything out. So let's go ahead and get that done. Alrighty. Oops. Jedi powers. Let's put this off to the side, please. And then we'll take this light. Any of this little bit of water hardness, we'll wipe the light down, get all this taken off, any of the water hardness on top. Make sure in the sink we're using the little strainer so that way it doesn't go into the garbage disposal, please. Make sure it's using that little strainer. We don't want any gravel going in there. Pretty please and thank you. We don't need to catch any fish, so we don't need a net. Take the glass, please go with that. We have towels laid down. Alrighty. Couple things we use. Standard little sponge scrubby to get around the corners we can't reach. Any kind of white eraser, off-brand, doesn't matter. Gets the job done. We like to use a little bit of glass cleaner. Ammonia-free is preferred. Never spray on the glass, spray on the rag, then wipe down. We use blue rags, Standard Magic. Microfiber, works wonders. And if you have any water hardness, putty knife, works wonders. Alrighty. Oh man. I'm removing filter pads. This will all get rinsed off. If the filter pads look too bad, which doesn't look, I'd recommend replacing these once every month to every 2 to 3 months, depending on how much waste your fish give. There's only a couple cichlids in here, so once every 3 months. Little tip with bubblers, keep your bubblers above so you're not fighting gravity to go back up and down. You're just going straight down, a lot easier. Filter pads. We have an internal filter in here. This had a small filter pad, sponge filter. We're going to look for that. Alrighty, and then we're going to need these sponge filters. What I like to do is just let it drain for a second because it's just going to be way too much. Alrighty, all goes into the bucket, then over to the sink to rinse them off. Okay. And we want to get this decor out next. Try not to get your bubblers wet. I don't know what it is about these tree pieces of decora. Little fragments of poop get stuck in here, and you drain it out, and it just stinks. These things, I don't know what it is. I just don't think they're good for fish tanks. Oh man, that smells like poo. Yeah. And it doesn't matter how many times. We've cleaned these for once a month for 6 months now, and it still smells like nasty poop. Take these over to the sink. Nice little skeleton, skull. There's a fish in here. Hey, buddy, you might want to get out. Please get out. Thank you. Oh, man. Next thing to do is start wiping the inside out. I was recommending before, little white erasers, super erasers, off-brand. Start from the top, work your way down. Work in the back. So perfect time for this. For those of you who are wondering, what is a tank cycle? A tank cycle, fish tank cycle, is the cycle of ammonia, nitrites, and nitrates. What's all of this? It's your chemical levels that keep your tank steady. All fish go through a standard cycle when you start up a fish tank. It starts off with ammonia. Ammonia is like cat pee. It's just this really smelly stuff. It's like when you go pee, we all have ammonia. So that ammonia builds bacteria in about a month, and then it turns over into a nitrite, which can be very bad. Nitrite can spike for the next week after a month of your tank starting up. Nitrite is a really bad bacteria poison that basically oxidizes your tank and takes all the oxygen out so your fish can't breathe. And so that's why you see fish going to the bubble top and freaking out and everything. Well, if you add a little bit of C-Chem Prime, that clarifies all of your water, dechlorinates it, and makes it really, really nice, does the job. So after a nitrite turns into a nitrate, nitrate is your steady levels. All different types of plants like to live off of nitrates. That's what your fish like to keep your water levels at a nice nitrate level. Once you've got that kind of steady nitrate level, you can use any kind of test kit for this, for any of those interested. Like, oh, well, how do I test these levels? Get a test kit, gets it done for you. But that's pretty much that. So the next step on this, we have to start draining and vacuuming out, which is, what is a vacuum? This is a vacuum, or Python. This has about 100 feet that goes outside and waters the plants outside. So what we do to get it started, you just put it in here. What's the point of vacuuming? Vacuuming helps get all of that poop that has settled down to the bottom that these filters cannot get. See all this stuff starting to pop up? That's all excess food, poop, all that likes to sink to the bottom. Suckerfish, plecos can't get to that stuff. If you don't have a lot of fish in your tank, I would recommend only feeding them 1 to 2 times a week. Because if you do too much, this is what you start to see. Way too much of this stuff pulling up. This is like a combo of your ammonia, nitrites, and nitrates. This is your nitrates when it's all cycled through and it's just sitting there and needing vacuumed up. Nitrates are good, but can become bad if you don't vacuum and clean your tank. Can become overwhelming on your tank. Thank you, everyone watching. If you'd be so kind to like, follow, support. We have a Facebook, we have a TikTok, we have an Instagram, Pendley's Plentiful Pets, Arizona Fish Rescue. We also take donations. We have a Cash App at # Save the Fishies, or a Zello at 928-263-9626. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting, liking, following. Any comment, every little bit helps us, guys, gals, everybody. Oh, I found the sponge filter. Looks like the fish knocked this little sponge out. Ta-da! That gets shoved back into here. It's not very dirty. When they get too dirty, we'll swap them out. Ah! There's always an accident. Every one of them. Every time I have an accident. Nobody's perfect. And that's why we have towels down here, so that way it goes right into the towels. And not on Kiki down here hiding. For anyone who is watching and is curious, why do we do this? Because we love fish, honestly. I mean, I want everybody who has fish to know what they're doing, and if they don't want to sit here and do this, but want the best care, I would like to come in and take care of their fish for them. For anyone who is watching, we do offer fish tank cleaning services. $1.50 a gallon plus transportation fee depending on your location. We go everywhere. We're based in Kingman, Arizona, but we go to Phoenix, we go to Vegas, we go to Barstow. We do a little bit of everything in this tri-state area, and if you're willing to pay us to come clean your fish tank, I'm sure we're willing to go anywhere. Give us a chance. Message us. We do have a way to get a hold of us at 928-263-9626, or you can hit us up at arizonafishrescue@outlook.com. Give you guys a quote. Once again, it's $1.50 a gallon plus transport fee. So for this 65-gallon fish tank in Kingman, Arizona, we're asking $120 for us to come clean it for you. Alrighty, looks like we are at the point of a 25% water change. We're going to go ahead and start putting everything back in, filling her back up, double check on scrubbing, see if there's anywhere else to scrub. Let's give it a second look. I think there was a spot down here. Yep. Right there. Yep, there's a lot of algae hardness in this tank, so I want to go over it at least one more time in the front and make sure we get all that green algae. I would recommend only using 6 to 8 hours of lighting to prevent algae from growing all over your tank. Anything more than 6 to 8 hours of lighting makes your tank algae explode. Just a couple little tips and tricks here and there. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So our decora already. Okie dokie, artichokey. I believe we have a little bit of water hardness up here. This white stuff on the brim. A little scrapity scrape. A little bit of elbow grease goes a long way, y'all. Help prevent all of this from growing again and again. One of the biggest issues living up here in the desert, down here in the desert, over here in the desert, something like that. We have really bad water hardness issues. Like, we are the last part of the ocean that receded off to the ocean when North America was turning into North America. So we're pretty much the bottom of the ocean floor, which creates a lot of this water hardness that develops constantly, no matter how many times you scrape it off, no matter how many times you clean it, no matter what you do, it comes back. You just got to be persistent and willing to get it all off your tank. Awesome blossom. I believe we're ready to put some filter pads back in, put some decora in. Let's put these in. Put this one in. Here's the stinky trees.
That smells good.
I mean, it smells better, but it don't matter how many times you clean it. Do 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 do. What?
Like, can I say thank you for watching?
At the end.
I have an idea what to say.
Just need the filter wheels, some sponge filters. Alrighty. Be so kind to set up the hose. Not as loud as that would have been when it hit the floor.
Woo! So cool.
Alrighty, I will be right back. I'm going to set up the other hose, get this hose put away. Raven, would you be so kind to turn on the hose? Go outside and turn on the hose. Need to bring the hose inside real quick. Don't let them in, Raven. Okay, bring the hose up over here. Thank you. Should have just enough. Shut the door. Thank you. So turn the hose on. I'll need you to turn it off. Yep, I know. I'll need you to turn it off, okay?
Right now?
No, when I say so. Please stay out there. Please stay out there. Here's the putty knife. Yep. Hi, Kiki. You're not going outside. I know you're an escape artist. It's not happening. I don't know why, but when you first turn on this bubbler, it makes this rattle noise. By this time tomorrow, it'll be completely quiet. It's good old filters for you, good old bubblers. Good old Kiki trying to escape, not escaping. Almost ready to turn it off, okay, kiddo? Don't do it. We like to fill this right up to the brim because it tends to dehumidify. Humidify? I don't know. Drain the water down. I'm tired tonight, yo. Okay, Raven. Go ahead and turn it off. Back, dogs, no. Okay, let's put the toppers on. Need the light. Curl it up, Raven. Okay. So by this time tomorrow, because this is not looking like perfectly crystal clear, anytime you do a water change, it never goes crystal clear because you're stirring all this stuff up in the bottom, causing a little bit of a mess. In about 24 hours, these sponge filters, this filtration will make this thing crystal clear. So our next step is wipe down the outside of the glass, wipe down the cabinet. We're almost done. Remember, when you wipe down the glass with a rag, do not spray on the glass. The reason I say this is because it can cause ammonia to squirt over, get any of the cracks, and potentially spike ammonia in your tank. Once again, microfiber towels are my favorite for this. Alrighty. Looks really, really good. I think all we have left to do is wipe down the bottom of this, get a couple pictures close up. Let me know what y'all think. Thank you again for following along. Excuse me, Kiki. Excuse me, Kiki. Hey, excuse me. Hi, I need to wipe this down. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Awesome. We're going to clean everything up, put everything away, and we're all done. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Once again, this is Pendley's Plentiful Pets Fish Tank Cleaning and Arizona Fish Rescue. Thank you so much for following, y'all. Be so kind to like, support, comment what we could do better. We give you a little close-up on how the tank looks. Here was the stand I was wiping down. Nice little sideways view. Once again, it'll clear up in about 24 hours because we stirred all of this mess up.
It was a pretty good ending, though. Whatever you did.